Rich, as you were asking, is because how much money is there riding right now invested in self-driving vehicles? And what they found out was, yes, you're right, Joe, you don't need this 5G speed in order to download a movie. You can't watch it that fast. But if you're going to get all the information back and forth for self-driving cars, they found that the current 4G speed, transfer speeds of data are not fast enough. That's correct.
All right, Ed, thank you for that.
Give you a self-driving car that's going to take away your accelerator and your steering wheel, and then you can only go where Big Brother wants you to go. And that's only if you have the proper score on your sociability with the state. It's exactly the system that they're implementing in China. And so if you don't have the proper social credit score, you become an unperson. And they'll have complete control over all of your movement, along with everything else. One of the most horrifying things that's going on is the HODI project, the Digital Trust Library put on by Google. They digitalized all of the original text from all of the university libraries in the United States, and supposedly we're going to make them available. Then all of a sudden they decided, well, we're not going to make them available except to selected people, and all of the library counter blocks that have these books have to have restricted access that only Google-allowed people will be able to go in and review. So bottom line is they've cut off research on the entire collection, where some of these things are first edition. Some of them are the only copies known to exist on a lot of literature that's now available only digitally and can be modified at the whim of the same digital people that are telling you you're not allowed to see any evidence that's on the Hunter laptop. It's just, it's preposterous that we have these kind of gatekeepers in control of such an enormous amount of information that is common domain for all of civilization. We do not deserve.
It's Fahrenheit 451 for the digital age, I guess. Let's say hi to Dave in New York. Dave, welcome to Coast.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. Mr. Coast, right? Now, Dr. Laura Presley in actually Austin, Texas, she and her husband discovered it by accident, but they were sleeping, in bed, and eventually they noticed that both their legs started pushing 145 seconds, partially because of the smart meter, partially because of they don't come from an airport, and they really got into this, and they picked on the wrong two people when they discovered it, because they've done a lot of work on this, and they've really gone beyond most people that I'm aware of. I know Deborah Savard, stuff the com.net and all, and that's all wonderful. And now they have satellite basically, if you will, or above our atmosphere, putting 5G directly into different areas, so you'll skip all the having to have something on the ground, and that's about above. They're going to be able to put it. If there are some no-fly zones like West Virginia, Texas, Virginia, where they have underground bunkers and forever, no 5G can touch that area. Okay. When you mentioned before about the cellular, contact.
Voice-to-skull technology. Right.
Yeah.
V2K. It's been around for 50 years.
Right. Project Movie, with holograms and stuff that they're going to be able to project. They put voices in your head.
Oh, see, there's a good question, Dave. Project Moonbeam and 5G. What do you think?
It's pretty ominous. I'm glad you mentioned Dr. Laura Presley, because she ran for city council in 2014. She was defeated by crooked ES&S voting machine. Appealed to the district court to censor the county clerk. Defeated, went to the appeals court, ended up going to the Supreme Court. And in 2016, I was at a hearing in Austin on August 15th with the Secretary of State, where she provided 200 pages of evidence on the enormous defects in the hard inner civic and the ES&S voting machine. And the government